Now I'm going to try and show, I'm going to wire the layout so that I can use it for both DC and DCC. At the moment, I've got a situation where I have a passing loop, say. In fact, it's two platforms on one of the loops, and I have this on two of the loops around the layout. So there's a straight through road and there's a passing road. Now, for my current DC wiring, I have track feeds at either end. So I have positive and negative track feeds coming in. The red's not working very well. And what that means is that I can drive a loco into one of these sections, switch the point to the section. This section here becomes isolated, and I can drive another loco into that section. If I want to, I can then park that locomotive, switch back to this side by switching these two points, drive that loco out, and it gives me some flexibility of operation so that it looks as though I've got more than one engine in steam. Now, for DCC, that's for DC wiring, but for DCC, then effectively what I'm doing is I'm adding some additional track feeders. Might put one there, one here, and one here. Now, one would expect that we'd connect them all up to the power bus, but I want to have the operation to switch back to DC. So here's the power bus at this end. Right, here's the power bus along here. But what I'm going to do is switch these through a double pole, double throw switch, so that can be switched open. And similarly, this one, it's also through the same physical switch as it happens, but that's not important. It just goes to there. So when the switch is open, then it's normal DC operation. When the switch is closed, then you convert it to DCC operation, such that both sections are live at the same time. So under DCC you can park a locomotive in here and it will still have the engine sound and the lights on because it still has power, while you switch the points to drive a locomotive in here. What I have is insulfrog points, and so there is a gap in the track. So this rail on this side is continuous all the way through, this rail on this side is continuous all the way through, there are no insulating rail joiners, it's entirely sectioned by use of the points. If you have electrofrog points, then what you will have is you'll have isolating rail joiners in the track, because the frog will be connected together, and those isolating rail joiners will form the sectioning depending on how you've got the thing switched. So that's it, how to switch between DCC operation with that switch closed, switch back to normal DC operation with that switch open. In fact, in practice, I've got several feeds, well, from the switch side of that, not just the one, because of the number of pieces of track that I have.